There we are. There we is. There we is. Okay. There we go. All right. Woo! Saturday. I am not drinking alcohol today because I won't be able to immediately nap after dinner tonight. So, can't be having my system slow down because that's usually what happens. Plus, we got a hard stop at 6, so that I can break for dinner, and then we'll be back at 7 to live stream the Kingdom Hearts live event later tonight at 7:20. So got about an hour and 20 minutes between this and the next stream. We're doing 2 streams today. What's up, Christian? I'm doing well. Just woke up. Just got out of the shower, but I just woke up like half hour ago. How are y'all? There's something all week I've been wanting to ask you. So I've never seen Bleach, but something recently caught my attention from the recent episodes, and I wanted to know if I can watch 1,000 Year Blood War without watching the original Bleach. I mean, you could. It's the final arc of the show. It's not a separate show. It is most certainly a continuation of a lot of stuff, and it will not explain really anything except what is introduced into that season. I wouldn't recommend it. It is a continuation in the truest sense of the word. Like, if the only reason it's 2 different things is because the show went on hiatus and returned for the final arc, because this is the last arc of the manga. I wouldn't advise it personally, but you could technically you can with anything, but there's going to be some things it definitely is not going to help you with, and a lot of stuff that would, I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, it is like season 8 of the show or something like that. What's up, Nicole? What did you think of the X-Men castings? I mean, it was pretty damn sick, though. Indy didn't get who she was campaigning for. She was talking about she wanted to go into it and she was like interested in Mystique, but Rogue, let's go. I'm all for that. Adam Driver is Mr. Sinister, also pretty sick. They finally locked his ass down, which is crazy. Christopher Abbott as our Xavier. I'm not off the top of my head too familiar with any of their work, nor with Maya Boyd, but I mean, Kit Connor as fucking Cyclops is like that's a fucking no-brainer to me. I'm looking forward to it. It's a lot of really interesting information. I'm excited to see what the movie is even going to be. And it's coming out a lot sooner than I expected, like 2028, May 2028. It's fucking wild, man. Looking forward to it, though. What's up, 10K? What's your reaction to the Kingdom Hearts anime? I have a whole video about it. I put out a video about it. So watch the video about it. Also posted a whole breakdown about it on my socials. All in all, I'm fucking hyped up, man. I have a pretty good idea about when it's taking place and who it's following, but I'm so fucking excited. Let's see. What's up, Bianca? Dyed my hair red yesterday and my birthday tomorrow. I'll be 21. First Stranger Things tattoo will be a statue from the show. Hell yeah. Also, happy early birthday. Which remake of Carrie is your favorite? There's been a few remixes of Carrie that I want to see. I want to know what happens in the show, so I'm excited to see it. Also hope that the show, they let it. Okay. This kind of just kind of ends. I mean, the original Carrie's probably my favorite. I don't recall any others, actually. If there has been a remake of it at all, I don't recall what it is. What's up, Tony Toon Animation? How is you? Percy Jackson Season 3 trailer drop. There's a couple of trailers that dropped that I haven't got to yet. I wasn't really planning on covering a lot of the trailers up until I saw that Kingdom Hearts shit, and I was like, that was all I was fixated on for the last 8 hours last night. I woke up last night at like 11 p.m. from my nap, and I was so prepped to just go into and record Masters of the Universe, and my entire evening got hijacked by Kingdom Hearts 4 and the Kingdom Hearts anime news, to the point where that was the only video I made for TikTok, all that, and then of course the 20-something minute video that I made on the channel about it. So I did not end up watching anything else. That's not true. I did start the Ahsoka trailer, and then I clicked off of it. We got a Vision Quest because I was like, maybe I should. I started feeling like maybe I should watch this, but I don't know if I'll have time to get around to it anyway, because I do have to record some stuff tonight. But I don't know. I have not watched the Percy Jackson trailer though, at all. Haven't clicked on it whatsoever, and I might not. I might just go into the season blind at this point. What's up, Zasmin? After watching Spider-Man another time, recently enjoyed the movie even more. Still have issues with how Jean Grey was presented to us. Great actress. Still, I am excited for X-Men. However, I remember a couple weeks ago, one of your streams said that they'll reveal X-Men movie for D23. 3 movies that year is insanely great. The Mutant Saga starting with X-Men makes sense to me. Hell yeah, dude. I remember someone I know online fan cast Annabeth from Percy Jackson's show Storm. I think the cast themselves threw that out there because they were fan casting themselves in the X-Men as well, which that didn't pan out for any of them. But yeah, but maybe she's still too young for the character. I kind of think she's still a little too young for the character at this point in time. Let's see. What's up, Leon Scott Kitty? Let's see. Hey, Omni. So in the last live, I couldn't watch, but I sent a message asking if you were considering watching Leviticus, and you said you had no idea what it was. I know what it is in reference to the Bible, but that's about all I know. Really suggest you watch it. It doesn't have to be for the channel, of course, but it's a really good movie that came out this year about 2 teen boys that get attacked by an entity that pretends to be the person that they're in love with, each other. It's my second favorite movie of the year so far, behind Backrooms, and I think it's probably the best queer representation I've ever seen on screen. Now that's a pretty bold claim, that right there. I'll have to look into it. Oh, that might be hence the title. Okay, makes sense now. I'm curious. I'll look into it if I can remember. What's up, Igri? How is you? What's up, Superbad? Hey everybody! Oh, I'm so glad Reacher is back. Me too, man. I'm so glad. It always feels good when Reacher comes back. I really think these first 3 episodes were pretty fucking rock solid, and I'm excited to watch the rest of it. Hope you had a good day. It's good so far. What's up, Sabrina? How is you? What's up, Izzy Wizzy? Hey, favorite actor. Hi. Cage Hype, let's go. Dude, it's hijacked my entire thought stream right now. Will I watch My Hero Academia Vigilantes? Is that like a spinoff or what? I mean, maybe. Sweet Jesus, don't do this. So Michael, what are thoughts on Indy as Rogue? I mean, she's gonna fucking crush it, man. There's a live event. Of course, it's live streamed as well. It'll be on the KH channel. I think IGN is also streaming it. I think you could actually stream it on Disney Plus. No idea what it's going to entail. It's like 30 to 40 minutes long or something like that. They got the key creative director, I think, of the anime that's going to be there talking. They've got Haley Joel Osment, who, if you didn't know, is the voice of Sora for the last 25 years. And of course, David Gallagher, as who is Riku's VA, who also has been streaming the games for the first time over the last year. on his Twitch channel, which has been a lot of fun to watch. Finally, hope everyone's excited for this finally. For the live? What's up, Lana? How are we doing? The new Avengers trailer for Doomsday was crazy. That's the exact trailer we got at Comic-Con. So yeah, the only difference about the trailer is that I could see it straight on, because I was at a harsh, like 45, maybe even more extreme angle watching it the whole time. So like being able to actually watch it unobstructed was quite refreshing. But that's the trailer we got at that we got to see in Hall H that they didn't release publicly. So it is now public. What's up, Babe Reese? Saw the movie poll for next month. Hope Spirits wins. It's so damn good, and Blitz's favorite movie. Yeah, I decided to not put any new movies on it because I'm also going to just try to catch up on a lot of the new movies that came out this last year that I just missed in general. So I do plan on trying to watch Masters of the Universe regardless of, no poll included or needed. I'm going to try to watch Masters of the Universe, Mando and Grogu. Why did I say Mando? Mando and Grogu. I've got a list of fucking movies I'm going to try to just get around to without having to put on a poll. Because the last 2 times I put like a recent movie on the poll, it's absolutely sweeped. I'm not going to say anything. I saw the leaked Beyond the Spider-Verse trailer and it's got me excited. Looks amazing. Sick. Well, I'll be watching the My Hero Academia movies. I will when they come up in the story, because I've heard that they are actually necessary to watch. Some Jezzy. What are your thoughts on Coco being the world in Kingdom Hearts? It's fucking the perfect world to be the first announced for a series all about Sora and his death, and exploring that and what that looks like in the world of Kingdom Hearts. Absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. I saw like somebody do a side-by-side between some of the scenes in that was taken from the movie, and it's so spot on. Like the only difference is the hair, because you know the video game engine renders things just a tad bit differently, but it's so fucking like almost par for par, which is fucking wild. I'm so excited, man. I'm so goddamn horny for some more Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, for my full breakdown of the trailer and of the anime revelation, watch my 27-minute video going into detail about everything that I was able to glean. Got a Cage music in the background actually made me tear up, as it should. What's up, JYCYT? Is it true that Timothée Chalamet is Beast? They did not announce that, to my knowledge. Do you think Alan Rickson is good as Reacher? I mean, I can't imagine anybody else in the role at this point. Fucking phenomenal. Forgot to ask this week, did you have time to watch Masters of the Universe? I think I answered that indirectly here just recently, so yes. Not yet, no. So I wanted to tell you bad news. I'm getting a new iPad, so I just want to let you know. Well, you don't need to let me know when you're buying new equipment for yourself. I don't need that update, but I don't understand how that's bad news. New iPad sounds like good news. Hope we get castings for Iceman, Beast, and Angel soon. It does make me wonder if we're going to get a massive, like how big a cast are we going to get? We might not get those for a while because they might not be in the new movie, or for all we know. Who knows? No reaction out for the new Avengers trailer? I already saw it. Most people have already seen it. Like, which is funny because there's some people that were with me in Hall H reacting to it for the first time. Not going to name names, but there are some people I know for a fact have already seen that trailer. And I am one of those people. I mean, it would be cool to kind of just go over it again. Just for shits and giggles, because it is a fucking sick trailer. But, I mean, I have to pick and choose what I do this weekend because of all the other stuff that's going on and just the other obligations to the channel I need to adhere to. So spending a lot of time going over something I've already seen is not high on my priority list right now. Even though I'm sure it would do great for the views. But there was not a goddamn thing that came out yesterday that had me more fucking pumped than the Kingdom Hearts stuff. Let's see. If I did, like I said, it wouldn't be a first time, and I'm always upfront about that. Let's see. Currently waiting for my luggage to come through. Hey-ya! Hell yeah. Hopefully everything's okay with that. How do you feel about Jean Grey role in Spider-Man Brand New Day? Loved it. Thought it was pretty sick and a nice little subversion to throw us into a whole thing, set the stage for the mutant saga in a really interesting way. I thought it was really cool. I like the way they paralleled her journey with Peter's. It was really fucking sick, actually. New Doomsday trailer is interesting. Poses a lot of questions. Watched the Council Creators live to the D23 as soon as I saw the KDH. I knew you were going to go crazy for it. I feel the X-Men movie will set up the idea of Jean being a clone in the post-credit scene, which could lead to Cable and Apocalypse down the road. I don't think we're going to go down that road this early. No, not. I can't imagine this. Like, that would be weird to do, I think. What's up, AJ Stoop? Loving your My Hero Academia reactions. You're just finished with season 1. Season 2 is crazy and even better. Yeah, I'll be recording episode 3 of season 2 tomorrow. Super hyped about Agent Carter, Jarvis, and Vision Quest because it's one of my favorite shows ever. How are you feeling about it? I know you watched Agent Carter on the Patreon, right? I did. I didn't realize Agent Carter was in Vision Quest. That's news to me. Like I mentioned, I haven't watched that trailer yet. So I guess I'm assuming then Peggy is in the trailer for Vision Quest. That's interesting. It's curious. Oh, you meant Agent Carter. I thought you meant, okay, Agent Carter's Jarvis. Sorry, misunderstood. I thought you were like, I knew Jarvis was going to be in it, but I thought you were, I thought there was just missing punctuation there. No, I knew that already, I guess. Like, that was something they announced a long time ago, that he was coming back to play Jarvis in that. Okay, that makes way more sense than what I thought when I read that the first time. No, I'm super excited for whatever the hell they're doing with it, because the cast rollout and who all is in the show sounds fucking batshit insane, and I'm pretty excited to see how they close out the WandaVision trilogy. So happy and excited for Vision Quest, hell yeah. Can't wait for Incredibles 3. I saw that was announced. Did they show anything else? Was there like a teaser or a trailer or anything, or was it just title reveal? Because I saw like a bunch of title reveals. Like Zootopia 3, that. I know there was some key art for Frozen 3. I think they showed off as well. I don't think we got trailers for any of it, but I could be wrong. Vision Quest also looks really good. It's by the people who made WandaVision, and it shows because it's given that in the video, and I'm loving it. I mean, it's mostly the same crew has been involved in each of them. Doomsday trailer reaction coming out later. I think I just talked about that one. Cover that one up. My hype for the Marvel announcements are the same as your hype for the Kingdom Hearts 4 ones. I don't really think we've gotten any other than the X-Men. Like, that was like the most hype-inducing Marvel news that I saw. I mean, obviously we got like the Vision Quest thing, and that's the only thing I can think of right now off the top of my head. I don't know. I'm glad you're hyped though. Hell yeah. To be honest, if they make another Captain Marvel movie, I think they should put Rogue in it, because she gets her strength and flight from her. I mean, they could definitely do that. That would be fucking wild if they actually did, though. Thanks for the answer on Bleach, man. Yeah, I think it's better if I watch the original 366 episodes first then. You can easily just skip. There's large chunks of filler in the original Bleach run. which you could probably skip. I think Bleach, out of a lot of the original manga, has some of the best filler, except for the fucking Bount arc. That was grating. There's some cool stuff that they do in that, but it is inconsequential as all fuck. Though in the last arc, there are some filler characters that bleed into the main arc, which is just disgusting. But it's whatever. I love me some Bleach though. Doomsday trailer is Pedro Pascal heavy? I mean, not that I've seen. I mean, it looks no different than I've seen him in public, and he looks like Pedro Pascal to me. Did you see the teaser with Hugh Jackman? Do you think him and Ryan are going to be in Doomsday? I really, the fact that they're keeping this running joke going, you know, first with Deadpool crashing Hall H, and then Deadpool / Ryan Reynolds forcing Hugh Jackman to make this video, it's all a skit. I don't know if they're going to be in this or not, or it's just a fun little thing, or it would make more sense for them to be in Secret Wars than to be in Doomsday. Well, I don't know at this point. Maybe. At the very least, there's no way they're not in Secret Wars. I'm surprised they're introducing Emma Frost so fast. I'm a little surprised at that, but also not at the same time. Oh, sorry, I misread that. No, Pedro isn't heavy, but the trailer is heavy with him. That makes way more sense. I'm off to a great start today, guys. Was it really? I don't know if I'd say it was Pedro heavy. Like Pedro forward. It was definitely Fantastic Four forward because it's establishing they've got a pre-existing relationship with Victor. I don't know. I didn't really think about it in that light. The Vision Quest trailer was so good, I thought. Looking forward to it. Yeah, watch Leviticus. In all honesty, love Kit as Cyclops, but also saw him as Hulkling, Wiccan's husband. I mean, yeah, and a lot of people did purely for that reason and the Heartstopper connection. It would have been a cute little nod, a little thing to do, but it also makes me think that they probably don't have a lot that they plan on doing with Hulkling. That Avengers Doomsday trailer I saw yesterday was crazy. If we see Spider-Man in the Mutant Saga of the movies or shows down the road, could they take the opportunity to do Man-Spider? I think if they were going to do that, they would have done it in Brand New Day because that was exactly what that was alluding to. But he's already quelled and stomped down the spider DNA takeover. I don't think we'll retread that because they were even talking about that originally Man-Spider was in the original plans for Brand New Day, and they decided they didn't want to do it because they didn't want to scare kids. So I doubt it. So recently booted up Spider-Man 1 to see just how different 1 and 2 compare, and I can't put my finger on it, but there's something different about Spider-Man 1 that just feels different, you know? I mean, mechanically, engine-wise, and just the overall vibe of the story, yeah, I could imagine so. I mean, it's very focused of a narrative comparatively. I'm excited for D23. Well, it's going on right now. It's already started. Spin-off. Okay, that's for the My Hero Vigilante thing, I think. I haven't watched Percy Jackson, but I know that the one kid wants to be Nightcrawler, which, at least visually, I would love. Yeah, I think, what's his name? The main kid. What's his name? Walker Scobell. What's his first name? Because that's not his first name. Anyway, the lead, Percy, wanted to be, I was like, I'll be Cyclops. I'd love to be Cyclops. And then the kid that plays the satyr. Why am I blanking on everybody's names right now? Grover was like Nightcrawler. And then that's when they fan cast Annabeth as Storm. What's up, Jeannie? How is you? I hope you're having a nice Saturday. Anything you're looking forward to the most from D23? The Kingdom Hearts panel later tonight, which is something I was expecting the announcements for Kingdom Hearts to actually be at, but we got those front-loaded yesterday, which leaves me very curious what all we're even going to talk about in this panel. It may simply be a celebration looking back on the last 25 years. Maybe they'll talk about the announcements yesterday a little bit because they do have some of the creative team there on staff for it. But I don't know. That more than anything was that. Though I did see the leaked Starfighter trailer and it looks sick as fuck, man. I actually got pretty excited for that one. Yeah, My Hero Academia Vigilantes is a canon spinoff. Yeah. Oh, it takes place in the past. Okay. I was literally just about to ask, like, when exactly does it, like, take place? What's up, Roberto? How are you doing? What a really awesome D23 announcement last night. I'm mostly excited for Incredibles 3, Vision Quest, Doomsday, Coco 2. Oh yeah, Coco 2, that was another one. And with an aged up Miguel. I'm so excited for that. Coco is probably my favorite Disney movie that's come out in like the last 10 years. Frozen 3 and Starfighter. What would you like to see from the anime, and do you think that we might get references to Sora? I mean, there's always going to be references to Sora, I think, in some way, shape, or form because of just the sheer nature of the storyline as a whole. I think everything is building and leading to his story. I don't think he'll be in it because based on what we've seen so far from the key art, from the Keyblade, and the character in the Key Art's attire, it appears to be taking place in the era that Dark Road takes place. So like 50, 60 years prior to the first game. It was while Xehanort and Ericus were both students in Scala Kylum. Because the person in the Key Art appears to be one of their upperclassmen that went missing at the start of Dark Road. So it would be pretty interesting to go back and like if we follow those characters. I saw an interesting theory that it might be the many faces of Lushu over the courses of his him kind of lurking throughout history, all the different bodies and people he's inhabited up until the present day, which that'd be a fucking wild concept. I don't think that would be a great introduction for anybody coming in clean for it. But they did say it's a new story, focus on a new story that is going to be expanding the world as we know it in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, which is what I'm imagining we're going to be working back from. And it's probably going to incorporate a lot of, because of the time period it's at, a lot of the elements of Missing Link, the canceled game that they just canceled, the mobile game that they canceled like a couple months ago. A lot of people got to play the beta. Lots of people got to know stuff that the public do not about the game. More stuff's coming out about that here in recent days as people are breaking NDAs and just talking about it now that the game doesn't even exist anymore. Because clearly Kingdom Hearts 4, I mean, Sigurd, who was shown off in the new trailer, he's only in Missing Link, the game that no longer exists or is no longer going to exist. He was introduced into that in that game, so he's clearly in it. The Raven themes, the Raven stuff about Odin and his ravens taking over people is from that game as well. So there's a lot of stuff that I think that might have to find a way to explain for people. What exactly is Kingdom Hearts? We know as much about what Kingdom Hearts itself is as we know what the One Piece is, which is we fuck all don't know. There's a lot of speculation about what it is, but no one actually knows what Kingdom Hearts truly is, other than the heart of all things. But what the fuck does that even mean? Everybody's really just trying to find out. I don't know. It's a good fucking question. Gotta give X-Men 97 Season 2 a 7 out of 10. The pacing really was iffy. It definitely towards that back half, it got real fucking rocky and noticeable for me. I can agree with that. It's crazy that both GTA 6 and Percy Jackson Season 3 are coming out in the same month. It's not that crazy. They're completely unrelated mediums and topics and genres. Watching Pedro Pascal trying to act is somewhat refreshing. Wait, what? Hold on, wait, what does that mean? When is there something in which he's just kind of been like just phoning it in anywhere? I'm confused. by that one. Then again, I've been confused by a lot of things so far this stream, so who knows? Didn't the Doomsday trailer have a few new shots that wasn't shown at the SDCC? Not that it looked like exactly the same. I don't remember a single new shot in the trailer we saw, because I did watch it because it looked like the same. I'm 100% confident it's the exact same trailer. The only thing that we didn't get was that fucking Hugh Jackman thing after the fact. What's your thoughts on Incredibles 3 being focused on the kids? Makes sense. I didn't know that, so this was the revelation to me. But I mean, makes sense. Next generation, they're taking up the mantle, they're getting older. Natural progression of things. Lanterns premieres tomorrow. Am I ready for it? No, but it's coming whether we're ready or not. Coming. Despite all my issues with some of the storylines of House of Dragon, I still prefer it over Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. That might be a hot take to some, though. I like the dragons and the battles. The last episode was fucking solid as hell, dude. Oh, they show Riku. We know he is Sora's Dream Eater. Sora made contact with Yuzora in his dream, and then when Riku started to see Yuzora watching him in Quadratum, it was through his dream. Yes, and I saw some speculation. It didn't hit me until after the fact that when Sora passes out in the trailer, some people are thinking, what if that was a moment where he dropped? Which is interesting. Which is an interesting little fun theory. But yes, there's a motif about dreams being able to bridge the gap between life and death, quote unquote life and death, reality and unreality in the Kingdom Hearts pantheon. So it wouldn't shock me if that's one of the ways that they find a way there. What's your thoughts about Vision Quest trailer? Again, I haven't watched it. And the Ahsoka Season 2 teaser trailer. From what I've seen of it so far, looks fucking nuts. The fact that we're getting more Clone Wars era Anakin has me so excited. One of the funniest lines in House of the Dragon was in the Sept when the priest said, "You may have 6 dragons, but I have the 7-faced god." That was the best diss or comeback I've seen so far. Was it though? I thought that was a fucking lame-ass attempt to be like, I have something that's not real. I was like, we know the dragons are right there. And he's like, I have a 7-faced god. That's cool. We know the old gods exist. I still don't know that the 7 have any actual real existence or power in Westeros. I thought that was it made me chuckle when he tried to hide behind that. I was like, dude, you're hiding behind nothing right now. Super bad. That's great. Can't wait. You think Reacher Season 4 is going to end before the Neely spinoff comes out? I mean, the show will. It'll wrap up before Neely comes out. Neely comes out September 15th. So we got plenty of time. Let's see. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think episode 8 comes out the day Neely premieres, actually, which fucking Amazon loves to do that. Let's see. What are your thoughts on the announcement for the next Broadway musical is The Greatest Showman, the musical? I mean, that makes sense. I don't keep up with a lot of that stuff, so that's news to me. I've still not even seen The Greatest Showman movie, so there's quite a lot. That's quite the statement for your excitement and of Kingdom Hearts. Oh yeah, dude. If we're talking about when I was saying as far as what I was looking forward to D23, I could give no shits about anything Star Wars or Marvel related other than fucking Kingdom Hearts. Once I heard they were doing a 25th anniversary panel and thing for that hijacks, there's nothing they could have announced that would have had my attention more. Not a goddamn thing. The closest thing would be like a fucking Knights of the Old Republic series or movie. That's it. What's your thoughts on Supergirl using AI for Lobo, and are you excited for the Lanterns tomorrow? I bought HBO just for that. I'm looking, the more we get closer and closer to Lanterns, the more I'm actually getting pretty hyped up for it. I've heard this Supergirl thing, and I don't exactly know in what context it was used. And I don't even know how. Like, I saw there was some concept art that was leaked about a version of Lobo that didn't make it into the movie, and I think maybe that, because that artwork did look like it maybe was generated with AI and not an actual concept artist. If that's the case, that's pretty fucking shitty. I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet. Okay, so it was the concept art. Yeah, that concept art looked very fucking AI. And I hate that that disgusts me. Marvel's doing it. They're doing it. Like, Andy Park and a lot of the design team they lost their jobs at fucking Marvel and at Disney because these companies are using AI for the concept art instead of actual concept artists. They fucking nuked that entire department. Like, they're hiding behind the fact that, oh, it's not the final product, it's not in the movie. I was like, yeah, but that's a whole, like, human element that's removed that I hate. Good news, somebody mentioned, I saw here that the AI bubble will pop at some point. I saw, like, in Texas or whatever, they're banning AI data centers from their power grids because they are not being, like, conscionable additions to the or whatever. They're drawing so much power, not giving anything back for any of it. So hopefully shit like that just keeps on keeping on. Plus, we're out of RAM. There's no new RAM being produced because it's all been bought up. Projections I saw in an article was that we won't have a new RAM to buy until like 2028. Because all these fucking data centers have bought up literally all the RAM that exists on our fucking planet right now. So, it's fucking wild, man. What the fuck hellscape are we in right now? There's a new show coming on Disney Plus. Would you watch it in the future? New wave show. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Happy Friday. I know we can't wait. I can't wait for the new Ice Age that's coming out next year. I've been one of my favorites since childhood movies of all time. I like the first. I think I've only seen the first two. I don't think I've seen any of the other ones. I like them. They're fine. I remember them at the time. Yeah, some people just love to fake react to stuff they already seen at events, just to double dip on the hype, and it's chasing the views, chasing the money, which I get. I totally get it. But at least be upfront when you're doing it, man. Or not. It's you do you. You do you. When Dr. Doom flew out of the ship, he looked like Batman. Did you get that impression? He did not. He looked like Spawn to me, cause like he did this like Spawn like apparition, cause like his cloak was like going. Yeah, he looked like a wisp of energy more than he looked like Batman to me. Do you think that New York was that was destroyed in Doomsday trailers from another Earth or the main MCU Earth? I'm going to hazard a guess, not the main MCU Earth. Rip Nightcrawler broke my heart. He is my favorite X-Men. I have to ask, why does someone who looks like a blue demon have the biggest heart to be the kindest person? Because that's the power of that contradiction. People are going to judge him at first glance and completely get it wrong. And that's the point. That's kind of the point. Kindest person, rest in peace, Kurt Wagner. Yeah, man, that broke my heart. Someone figured out how to clone yourself to get more stuff done? Not yet, not yet. What's up, Lana? Do you think Marvel is good or bad? Good? Mostly good. I'd say mostly good. Really excited for a possible Iceman live action again now that he's gay. So that they don't stick him in a weird love triangle thing again. I would love me some Iceman, because I just, he's such a cool character. He's also one of the most powerful mutants and beings in fucking Marvel, which is wild and immortal, effectively. As long as there is H2O in the fucking universe, he's immortal. Another the Nightcrawler kid who plays Grover in the Percy Jackson show wants to be Nightcrawler, said that he's done the ears and the legs and can do it again. What are your thoughts on the writer for Spider-Man saying Jean Grey didn't kill anyone? I mean, she didn't. I mean, the only person she may have killed was the guy that she had get hit by the car. But that's survivable. That's the only person that was genuinely at risk of having been killed. But, yeah. Marvel or DC? DC. All day, every day. Was she? I don't remember what that was in reference to. I meant to say type hype, not video. Vision, not Vision story. No Jarvis. Yes, no, yes, no. Have Gavin, no. Would you rate season 2 of X-Men? Probably 7 out of 10. What's your favorite episode? Probably episode 2. Or no, sorry, episode 3. Probably episode 3. And I am a little disappointed that Alex and Scott didn't interact. I'm not surprised. They so rarely ever interact. Did I skip one of your things? Oh, how would you compare all 3 seasons of House of the Dragon? I almost did the How to Train Your Dragon thing again. I mean, I'd still go season 1's probably my favorite, then season 3 and season 2. Let's say set up Jean to be in clone because Sinister is in the movie. I think that would only work if we got to know Jean first. Like this being like her introduction, I don't know if that would be a smart move to do right now. Huge idea. Can you please watch the FNAF movie and 2? I reacted to the FNAF movie. I haven't seen the second one though yet, not yet. But I have a reaction already on the channel for the first one. It's crazy Sinister was just revealed for the Wolverine game too. Oh, was he? I know that there was a D23 Wolverine sizzle thing they released. I haven't watched that yet. Love the teaser trailer for the 2nd season of Ahsoka. Heir to the Empire vibes. A little info on the villain. Concept art, I think, only for Incredibles. First time I felt excited for a Marvel announcement. X-Men, Vision Quest, even the Doomsday trailer was the best one they've released so far. It is the best. I also agree. I think it's the best one that we've seen so far. How do you feel about Coco 2 and Miguel being older and Dela Cruz is returning? Somehow Dela Cruz returned. I didn't know that about the details. All I saw was the key art of older Miguel and the dog. I don't know. I'm excited about it. I'm curious what the story is going to be that they're going to tell. Looking forward to that. So Rebecca, ooh, Chad, an Omni. I gotta work and lurk, but sending giga hugs. And also, yay, D23. Hell yeah. Enjoy work and lurking. Just stalk from the shadows. Are you excited for Ahsoka season 2? Yeah, I've been excited since the end of season 1. Season 1 was a rocky fucking season, but conceptually, I love the stuff that they're tackling. Like execution-wise, the season was very rough, but I love the concepts and the story that we were getting in it. And I'm fucking here for more Anakin. Don't know why some people think that Indy doesn't fit that role as Rogue. I don't know, man. What are your thoughts on the guy playing Wolverine in the video game? I mean, he's fucking rock solid. I haven't seen anything that's put me off. It's funny how Indy said she wanted to play Mystique and now she's playing her daughter. True. I didn't even make that connection there. How would you feel if they added a Marvel or Star Wars world to Kingdom Hearts? I'm still like 99% sure we're getting Return of the Jedi. We're getting Endor in Kingdom Hearts 4. I mean, there's that one shot that is 100% an ATST foot. And yeah. It would make sense too, thematically too. It would link in with the whole concept of Quadratum and Coco. Also, if we continue like these through lines of death, it would be something that is explored specifically in that movie as well. As far as Marvel goes, we had a Marvel property already, which was Big Hero 6, but like MCU Marvel, I mean, they could definitely do it, but and I'd love to see it, but I don't know. I don't know how it'd be. I don't know what they would do exactly. I know you're far from this, but season 2, episode 20, there's an end credit scene that is very important to the story. Again, I'm not planning on skipping any of the end credit scenes. Let's see. Could finally watch a stream again or catch a stream again. Hope your week went well. It could definitely be better. But you know what? Just keep on moving on. You may have already talked about it, but what characters or plot lines are you looking forward to seeing in KH4? Not sure how much anyone would show up, but I hope some do. Obviously, we're going to have a split storyline between, you know, Riku and gang looking for Sora, trying to find him, while Sora's off in Quadratum and on that side of whatever you want to call it, reality, dealing with whatever he's dealing with, also trying to figure out how to get home. But I would love to see, obviously, the BBS crew or the the Twilight Town crew or anything like that. If we do, I think it might just be a passing glance. We know they're helping look into Sora's disappearance, but I can't imagine they're gonna get too much of a focus. I do want to know what the fuck Mickey is discovering in that library, which I can only assume is a library in Skala and Kylum, which would make sense considering what all's going on. But I don't know. As much as I'd love Terra, Aqua, Vin, Roxas, Axel, or Shion to show up, I don't know how much they would be necessary to the story. I think the one thing I'm also the most excited for is, well, I mean, Vin kind of has to, right? We're diving into his past that he doesn't even remember right now. Oh, it'd be a real interesting interaction seeing Strelitzia and him come face to face, if that can even happen right now. Strelitzia's story, I think, is probably the one I'm the most interested in, outside of obviously Sora's journey, because what happened to her was fucked up, man. God. Oh, we got some super chats here, I just noticed. What's up, Scott? Thank you. Who do you think will survive the raft at the end of Doomsday? Survive on the raft at the end of Doomsday. Is Master of Masters the main bad guy at Cage 4 right now? Right now, seemingly. But then again, is he just... This is just what he has to do to... He's trying to eliminate the primordial darknesses in some way, seemingly. That's the goal we've been told. But it does seem like his puppeteering is like an at-all-costs kind of method, so it could be seen as villainous, but I don't really know right now, to be honest. But as far as who will survive the raft at the end of Doomsday, I don't even know what that means, to be honest, Scott. And I have no way of knowing who's going to make it out of the movie. Do I think season 2 will connect, Ahsoka will connect to the sequel trilogy? I mean, very loosely, not directly, no, I doubt. Do I think Doom is just an evil Stark variant? No. No, I do not. All right, where did we leave off? Seeing the crowd go off when the Heartless showed up in the Coco world was lovely to see. Glad Disney is marketing the games now, probably because they realize Cage just surpassed $1 billion as a franchise. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Dang, I just saw Darren is live. 2 people I like talking with at the same time. Ugh, I love to see it. Yeah, I did. I think there was Darren in here. Did Darren pop up? I can't remember. Could be hallucinating. I know I saw him pop up somewhere recently, and I just can't remember if it was in our stream or not, because he'll pop up sometimes. Yeah, we talked about that. I think Adam Driver's Mr. Sinister is a perfect role for his next villain character in Marvel after the Star Wars sequel trilogy, and his character Kylo Ren is anti-hero. Speaking of X-Men, did you know that in 2011, Marvel outsourced a lot of their properties to Japanese studios to cash in on the anime boom in the West, and had been getting at that time? I did not know about that. And one of those properties was X-Men, which got 13-episode miniseries, and I think that was one of the coolest designs that they've ever gotten, especially for Cyclops, Storm, and Wolverine. I'm not sure which one you're referring to, so I mean, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised to learn that, though. Maybe Ryan and Hugh will be like at the end credits of Doomsday, or at the very end scene of the battle world or something. It's possible. Do you think they should have done Doom instead of Kang, just like outright? I could see what they were going to do with Kang, but probably, maybe, I don't know. It's hard to say in hindsight right now. With Mr. Sinister, do you think that they could do Cable down the line? I really hope that they bring him in. I mean, eventually, I'm sure they'll work their way up to that. My dad was disappointed that Peter won't have organic webbing in the future, since he's a fan of Toby and his organic webs. Huh? I mean, he will. We ended the movie with Peter having organic webs. I'm confused by what you mean. Why is it anytime I watch your reaction videos, you always manage to make me laugh? Either I'm being a goof, being dumb, or I'm legitimately funny at times. Who knows? I'm glad I can, though. Sinister is my favorite X-Men villain, so I'm excited for Adam Driver. What's your favorite X-Men villain besides Magneto? I mean, next to Magneto is probably Apocalypse, or I want to say just like Trask, or fucking, what am I trying to think of? Damn it, why am I Stryker? I've never been a huge Mr. Sinister guy. I think it's confirmed that Ryan and Hugh will be in Doomsday, because why else would they keep asking Kevin if they could join in the Avengers movie? So I think they will surprise us when they show up. Well, that won't be much of a surprise now, would it? Draven Dresden, what's up here? One, I love the Doomsday thing, was literally 95% in the first 30 minutes of the movie. Sinister finally. What's up, Ping Meggy? How are you? How's your weekend so far? So far, so good. If you had to cast Doom as someone else, who would you pick? Weirdly, Michael Fassbender, despite him having been Magneto. I think he would make for a pretty solid Doom. Logan Ehrman Percy from the movies. Who should cast him for in the X-Men in the future movie? Who's that again? Logan Ehrman. I don't know. I can see him as Iceman, actually. Me and my partner are absolutely tuning in for the live stream, because it might just be a celebration, maybe explain a bit more on the anime. Either way, we're locked in. Hell yeah. When I watched the Doomsday trailer, I was a little confused during the promo tour for F4 First Steps, and the writer and director said that Doom and Reed wouldn't have a pre-existing history. Well, haha, joke's on you. I mean, we know he was in that world, and in Fantastic Four, you can see Latveria fucking right there playing his day at the world fucking thingamabob. They just didn't show up. We knew they at least shared a world, but is that a retcon? Did they change their minds? Were they lying? Who knows? Kind of curious on why Marvel is introducing the new X-Men movie now instead of after Secret Wars once everything reboots. I mean, because they've already been very upfront and loud about the next saga being the Mutant Saga. I don't think they've not been shy about that at all. Now they do like going back on a certain creative decision, but still bewildering, you know? That's if that was the truth anyway. I haven't heard of Maya Boyd before, me either. I'm excited to see her as Storm. In all honesty, I wanted Jamie Lawson to be Storm. But what's your thought on Maya Boyd? I don't know who that is. No idea. Unfamiliar. Looks like they're mostly a Broadway performer. Done some short films here and there, but yeah, though apparently they are mostly from Broadway, which is interesting. So whole ass unknown in the grand scheme of things. Who is Jamie Lawson though? I don't think that is who you're thinking of. When I search Jamie Lawson, I get a like middle-aged white guy. So like what? Hold on. Like literally that's all that comes up when I search that. That's gonna be a soft reboot. Why do you stream every Saturday? I'm curious. Free, because that's when I'm free and I want to hang out with y'all. I don't really have any other reasons other than that. How do you feel about India's Rogue? I mean, it's a fucking sick ass casting, man. She's fucking sick. She's awesome. Rogue's awesome. Slap that shit together. Is it Kingdom Hearts coming to Fortnite? It unfortunately is. I mean, it's great for the franchise, I guess. That's a huge collab. It's huge attention. But I just do not... Well, I don't know. I have a weird feeling in my gut about seeing like Sora running around with a fucking like machine gun. Not that he can't turn and hasn't turned his Keyblade into dual wielding pistols and a cannon before. So it's not like Sora hasn't not wielded guns, but they're magic guns. It's different. Well, let me open a present before tomorrow and she showed me one present. I wish she would never let me do that since this year is really special and I hope my dad looked down. My dad is proud of me. I'm usually a fan of a little early present opening myself. I get a little impatient, but I commend you for looking back on that unfavorably. And also sentiment about the father as well, man. I'm glad they're keeping Doom and Reed's dynamic in Doomsday. I would have been kind of disappointed if they didn't. Same. Am I the only one who feels bad for Lushu? Dude is body hopping for years watching over a no-name Keyblade just so one man's vision can come to life. I wouldn't be mad if he betrays the master. I honestly think he's got something up his sleeve. I do most certainly think he's got something all to himself up his sleeve about the whole thing. Because that is, yeah, that is some whole ass commitment. And the fact that the master lied about the traitor just to get all of them to turn on each other anyway. I still am a huge fan of the master is actually Sora from the future. That little theory. But we'll see. As long as it doesn't turn out to be Dimix, because we still don't know who he is. Dimix's identity has still not been revealed. And if Master of Masters is Dimix, I will fucking scream. How do you feel about Christopher as Charles? And if you were any young, well, and if there are going young for Charles, I wonder who's going to be Magneto. I'm not familiar with his work at all, so I'm excited either way. I'm kind of excited that there's not a lot of them that I'm all that familiar with. Haven't delved into Kingdom Hearts in quite a few years. Didn't even know that there was an announcement yesterday. Should I get back into it again? I mean, you're asking a very biased person. It's my favorite fucking video game franchise of all time. I have a fucking replica, a gold-plated replica of the fucking chess set from Kingdom Hearts 3. Multiple Keyblades. I would always say yes, and I will always. X-Files is always the show I'm going to try to get somebody to watch, and Kingdom Hearts is the game franchise I'm always going to get somebody to try to play. So yes, do it. It's never been easier because you can just get the all-in-one package for like $60 and you get every game that exists right now. Hell, I think it was just on sale this past week too. I know Matt got all of it for like $40 or something like that on Steam. Like all 3 of the current collections. So like it's never been easier. Kingdom Hearts is the friends we made along the way. I mean, it very well could be. The implication that Petro doesn't act right. Oh my god, I hate that sentence so much. Please stop. You think you're going to see that movie End of Oak Street? I've been seeing that pop up. I've never heard anything about it, and he's phoned in most of what I've seen. I don't get that vibe at all from anything of the sort. Hopefully Incredibles 3 will be good. Directly from the panel said that Incredibles will focus on the kids. They sneak out to prove their parents that they're ready and will face a super villain. Actual powers like them. Ooh, that's cool. Fun. Doom says he'll answer to me. Hell answers to me, and then he revives the Sentinels is so hard, and Doom is has hella aura. He has so much aura. I still get why we have almost no new stuff. Why the fuck do we need 1,000 swirls and sequels and prequels and live action versions of things? Are they really uncreative these days? We got that Hexed coming out. Hexed is coming out in Clay. There's a couple of new IPs floating around. Not a lot, but there's a few. So upset that Disney canceled Wonder Man after 1 season for no reason. Yeah, that was upsetting news to get. I just see some new stories in my life. Is that too much to ask for? Yes it is. Apparently. Some parts of Ahsoka Season 2 trailer looked like it was a movie for some scenes. I mean, it definitely has a very different look and appeal than Mando does. As Nightcrawler said, I have faith. What's your thoughts on discourse on the Wolverine game Sentinel fight? I have no idea what you're talking about. The Greatest Showman movie isn't even that good. It's just the songs that are good. Valid. I initially refused to watch it because I didn't want to watch a movie that was going to glorify P.T. Barnum. Or I felt like that's what it was going to do. But I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see what all the fuss is about. I have heard some excerpts from songs from it, and they do sound pretty fucking baller, but maybe one of these days I'll finally give the movie a chance. Did you think that Fortnite will have Kingdom Hearts skins? Did I at any point think that we would get to a place where that would happen? No. Do I know that we're getting it now? Yes. I was going to say KOTOR movie. Yep. Yeah, that's the Lobok thing. What are your thoughts on Gato, Oswald, and Ghost Market? I have no idea about this Ghost Market thing. The Oswald thing looks fucking awesome. That he's 2D drawn in all of those shots fucking blew my mind. Gato looks pretty interesting. It's a departure from the typical Pixar aesthetic, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, we were talking about this. They could have just looked at the comics as fucking funny. Yeah. Yep. Oh my god, I fucking hate this AI shit, dude. Don't understand why they do that. They can't even cheaper. AI is notorious for not having consistency at all. Imagination drain. Holy shit, the RAM. Yeah, dude. I don't think we're getting any new. I don't think there's going to be any new. I think, if I remember right from what I said, the only RAM that is out there right now is stuff that's already been made. I don't think new RAM will be manufactured and ready to be back on the market until 2028, which is fucking wild. Yeah, 100%, Nick. Crazy thing about those data centers is that they don't even need all that water for cooling. There are 4 other ways to do it that wouldn't mess with the environment, but rich people don't care. Rich people don't care. Yeah, no, it definitely should not. Crazy thing is that AR is more than likely referencing the comic art anyway, so DC higher ups are actively feeding their workers art to be stolen by AI. Yep. Can't think of it, like one thing that has been positive about AI existing. Like there's like menial tasks that I think is fine in some way, like compiling data or analyzing like a database or sorting through research or sorting through fucking spreadsheets, like fucking menial ass tasks. That's about it. Like there's like room for improvement, I think, in some ways, but like as for like straight creation, I just hate it. Rich people don't care. Nothing's new. About my journey to X-Men animated series, I finished season 2 a few days ago. Mr. Scissor was the main villain of season 2, and I think he's my favorite villain of the show so far. Like his design. I've always thought his design, personally, I've always thought his design was a little goofy, but I've softened on that a little bit. I would love to do a rewatch, a full actual rewatch of X-Men the animated series again, especially after having watched these last 2 seasons of 97. Yeah, the fact that Marvel did that to their artists makes me not want to see their movies in theaters anymore. Yeah. It is definitely a weird fucking place we're in right now. I feel like AI should be a thing of the past. AI shouldn't be a thing at all, past and present. Hope we do like in Pan Am, Hunger Games, they banned AI for stupid reasons. It wasn't really about the dangers it causes, but anyhow, it worked. I forgot about that, to be honest. That's funny. What? That's wild. There's no more RAM. The Doom books tried to warn us about AI and how it could be used to grab power. This is another thing I'm just going to talk about real quick about it. It's just so annoying that all these companies are bitching about like people not wanting jobs. The government's bitching about people not wanting jobs, yet they're funding all these things that are actively killing jobs. Like people are losing jobs to AI. My fucking day job is fucking forcing that shit down our throats, and it just feels like we're training our replacements inevitably. Thankfully, due to certain stipulations, my department feels pretty safe, but they've already started acting like a lot of other like sectors and stuff, and they're making us train this shit. And I've been fighting it so hard, or half-assing it so hard. And so far, they just like, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, and I'm like, sure. I'll tag a thing like I used it, and then I didn't. I so fucking hate it. People are like, oh, people don't want to work these days. People are too lazy. People are blah, 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 blah. Well, the fucking jobs just simply aren't there. We have more people by a crazy fucking margin than jobs even exist. And then they don't even want to fill jobs. There's jobs that are just open perpetually. It's such a frustrating fucking Inevitably, if these corporations get their way too, like who's even buying their product? Because nobody's gonna have a job to afford it. Because in an ideal world, if AI or automation did take over every day-to-day job, you know, if people could just like not have to pay for things and it wasn't a requirement or anything like that, that would be ideal, right? They're never going to allow that to happen. Never going to allow that to happen at all. Like, that would be the only thing, is if jobs were no longer a thing we needed to do because they were being done. And people could spend their time with their families, enjoying this, that, the other, and whatever in their life for free. Not gonna happen. That's a utopian bullshit fantasy. But they're still gonna just be out there like, why isn't anybody doing anything? And you're just like, go fuck yourself. Anyway, sorry. People saying that this New York and Doomsday trailer is Toby's universe. Also could be very possible. I just do not believe it's 616, that's for sure. Don't know anything about AI's even thing anymore. But I was supposed to dumb at one point in the comics, they revealed Nightcrawler actually was a demon. And then he got, that one got retconned. I do remember when that happened. It's probably a dumb question, but if you were to, in the universe of my first year, what would your quirk be? That's a question that's come up in one of the episodes. I can't remember what I said. Other than the duplication thing, because that would just be the most practical thing in the world to me right now. And I think that's what I said. Only a matter of time until I have no mouth and I must scream becomes a reality. Making a faithful adaptation of Fire and Blood is nearly impossible because the book is self-contradictory. Well, I mean, the book itself is propaganda. It's not even the truth. The actual book itself is not what actually happened, because it's a biased recounting that is meant to smear the campaign in a specific light. It's hearsay. It's word of mouth. It is written from a biased perspective. It's a recounting. It's not a historical fact. It's not like A Song in Ice and Fire where we're experiencing it through the eyes of the characters. We're being told by somebody what he heard happened back in the day. So like everything about it is inaccurate by design. So there's no real way to even be faithful to it. And that's for another reason, is because it is purposefully self-contradictory too. Because of that. I love art like that. I love stories like that. But yeah, that's something that I think a lot of people fucking forget. But Iceman, kind of surprised he didn't show up in X-Men 97. I'm also kind of surprised at that as well. Do you think they should have kept Kang instead of Doom? I would have liked to have seen where they were going to go with that. So, I mean, I guess it'll just all be, we'll see how things play out. Great game adaptation. I love that Cyclops and Jean are similar in age, which means we're not going to do the gosh darn love triangle between Scott, Jane, and Logan. Well, I mean, we're most likely going to get a younger Logan. We're not going to keep Hugh. Hugh's story, I imagine if Hugh is going to be in Doomsday and Secret Wars, that will be his last stint as Wolverine. If not, I will be shocked. Did I watch Scream 7? If so, did you think it was the worst Scream movie ever? I still have not watched Scream 7, and I really don't have any plans to right now. Or for the foreseeable future. I have no mouth and I must scream. It's farkin' traumatizing. Who's my favorite MCU villain and least favorite Marvel villain? Like that you hate, never want to see it again. Favorite MCU villain? Loki. But he's not even a villain anymore, but villain Loki. I mean, does Loki even count anymore? He would have been. And then that I never want to see again. Shit, I don't. Fucking Christopher Eccleston's Dark Elf, dude. Since Channing Tatum can't play Gambit in the MCU X-Men film, who do you think should be in that role? I don't know. I have no clue. Some unknown would be awesome. I think it was about how I was thinking about how this and how they were going to give us more Organ or powers, and she just going to have them make her support of the character of the Captain Marvel to make her a villain. For her, of course, she was her enemy. They could do that. Hey peeps, what's up, Coyote? The guy playing Wolverine in the game is Weather Wizard from Flash Season 1, Episode 1. Yes, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. That was something I learned at Comic-Con, and then since I think just forgot. Yeah, everybody chiming in on that one right now. Honestly, I'm happy they didn't cast brother actors as Magneto and Professor X. That was the rumor. What, that they were going to make them brothers? Like, or that they were going to cast two brothers as Magneto and Charles. Is that what I'm understanding? Really wish the Arrowverse shows didn't end. It would, yeah. I just miss it now more than anything. Super behind on chat. Glad to know some things still stay the same. Only half an hour. Really can't wait for your reactions to where the arcs in season 2 is one of my favorite anime arcs. Hell yeah. What's my favorite Japanese film? That's tough. I mean, it might be Godzilla -1. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that because it's like Godzilla. I mean, like, I've got such a love with that, but that's like the first Japanese thing I think I ever really consumed that wasn't Power Rangers, and I think that's like the pinnacle of it right now. That or Shin Godzilla. Either way, it's going to be a Godzilla movie. I've always heard that. Always heard and seen small things about Kingdom Hearts, but never had played any. I might have to give it a go. I'm wondering if season 3 of Percy Jackson will still have the same amount of episodes as season 1 and 2. I would hazard a guess, yes. I was curious, where is Cal Kestis' timeline at? Because I really want to see him in live action. Didn't know if he was before or after Ahsoka. Sorry. I mean, the games themselves are like 20 years before Ahsoka. That's not true. 10 to 15 years prior to the Ahsoka series. Because they take place in the gap between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope is when Cal Kestis' stories have been taking place. And since we don't know his fate, we don't know where he is in the present day. Raft is from the comics. I will say no more. I mean, I know what the raft is, but I don't know what it is. I mean, the raft is the prison. I have no idea what we're talking about it anymore, man. Do you think Daniel Cretton should come back and direct Spider-Man 5 whenever that gets confirmed? Yes. Big old yes-a-rooney. Yeah, Jean didn't kill anyone. For example, she makes MJ jump off that roof. She knew Peter was going to catch her, I think. Oh, yeah. There was a lot of situations like that, for sure. Actually watched X-Men anime, I'm not going to lie. It's not that great. It's kind of boring. Yeah, most, not all, but most Marvel animations, I just don't vibe with. What's up, Rice Cake? Japan is so much more creative than most of the West. I'll stand with you on that one. They're actually making a Spider-Man manga right now, done by one of my favorite artists who is always doing DC variant covers, and it looks amazing. The Percy Jackson trailer looks dark, and I'm intrigued. Camp Street set up the storyline about Subject X, probably Skald, with Issa and Lee, so I'd at least like for them to appear. Totally not because I'm biased towards them. Totally not. Totally not. But we will have to follow up on that at some point, because if it is Skald, it's going to directly connect to whatever mystery is going on back in Skull and Kylum, what's going on with the fucking organization. Not the organization as we know it, but the organization of like the Keyblade wielders or the Master of Masters and all that kind of shit. All that bullshit. It's going to be important in some way, shape, or form. But I'm glad to know that we're all on the same team as far as we think it's Skald. With Mr. Sinister, do you think that they could do Madeline Pryor down the line? there's no sense in asking, do I think they can do this down the line? Because the answer is going to be sure, definitely, yes. Why wouldn't we? Yeah, whatever. They can do whatever. Right now, we don't have an X-Men. They can do anything. So, like, it's such a moot question to ask. Friendly Neighbors Spider-Man Season 2 is coming out in January 2027. Have I seen Season 1? I have not. Because, again, I've heard the story's great, but all the animation looks so terrible. And that's mainly what kept me from watching it, on top of just being busy when that season came out. I watched everything to get me interested in it, and I just did not. But it had a really powerful word of mouth. So we'll see. Dim, if you haven't seen Spider-Man, you just don't be in here, because we do not have it. We don't have a no spoilers rule. That's only for the first week of a movie's release here. So I mean, it's not the topic right now, but it's definitely come up a couple of times. Maybe in X-Men 2028, they wanted to have Mr. Sinister be the first villain in the Marvel movie so they could bring Magneto in the sequel, or the end credits like Charles meets him in the park or prison. His organic webs at the end of the movie. Yep. My favorite X-Men villain is Onslaught. Onslaught's pretty sick. Doom. Looking forward to this. No, very bad joke. That's not a joke. Rhodey should have said to Doom. Do you believe that they're going to make the Spider-Verse Miles our main Miles? My name is Hugo. Love the channel. Well, hi, Hugo. The Spider-Verse Miles will not be our main Miles, no. What role do you think is perfect for Walker Scobell in the MCU? I really don't know. I can't think. Again, I don't have a good well of knowledge when it comes to Marvel to pull from, so I can't say. I don't know. I really want Draco's dad from Harry Potter to be Magneto with the Professor X casting. I think he's too old in comparison, though. Yeah, I don't think that would line up all that great with who they've gone with right now. Really hope Jamie Campbell Bower will join the MCU or DCU someday. He would be such a cool anti-hero villain. I'd just like to see him in more stuff in general, so like I'd be down for that. Which next do you think that they could do? Oh my sweet Jesus. Jamie Olsen. There you go. Okay, this this is not a middle-aged white dude. I mean, yeah. I mean, how? Hold up. It's Storm, so it'd probably be okay. I was gonna say she's quite a bit older than a lot of the rest of the cast that we've gotten so far. But we'll find out who our Storm is, because she's going to be a main character in Black Panther 3, at least. Free is a little generous for the lives. You always have stuff to catch up on afterwards. I love watching you realize how dark and complicated the world of One Piece actually is beneath all the adventure and comedy. The way it explores slavery, power, privilege, and oppression is genius. It fucking smacks the shit out of you so hard with it too when you make that turn at Sabati, and then you're like, holy hell, man. It got dark so fast. Ugh. I mentioned Jimmy Lawson. Did you watch Avatar: The Last Airbender? So what's your favorite show or the film? I mean the show. The fucking show. The film's are you talking about like the live action movie, or are you talking about the one that just came out because it's a continuation of the show? So that's a silly question, I think, to even ask. I mean, yeah, I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. I mean, I'll fucking reacted to the movie. I talk about it all the time. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. Fucking watch it every year. Then dance to TikTok dances on Fortnite. Don't ruin the moment. He just said he wants to spend time with us. Didn't realize Alan Richardson was that hilarious, especially on Reacher. That was something I didn't really know going into it, because when I first wanted to watch Reacher was because Kevin Smith praised it of all people, and it did not seem like a Kevin Smith show, like something that he would be into, and he talked it up so hard that I decided to check it out. And the one thing that I didn't expect is how fucking funny the show is. And yes, Alan's just a comedic dude in general. He's got a real knack for it, but adding that element to a character like Reacher is so fucking sick. So much fun. Just joking. I appreciate every second it gives up. Promise. Do you believe that they're going to make Spider-Verse? You just asked me this. My name is Hugo. You just told me that. Love the channel. Number one, Kevin Feige did say nothing until Spider-Verse ends. I think that's just because of some agreement between him and Sony. That's the only reason. I think it would be a disservice to the MCU and to Spider-Verse if we just transfer one into the other. Random question: what's your thoughts on actress Melissa McCarthy, and if you could, would you get the Coco Keyblade? Fuck yeah! If I had my way, I'd have a replica of every fucking Keyblade. I mean, Melissa McCarthy, she's okay. I've not really loved anything she's been in. I'm curious what brought that up though. Still need to play it. Don't kill me. Get around to it. Get around to it, man. You won't regret it. What do you think they should do with Magneto in the MCU? The guy playing Xavier is 40, so Magneto will probably be close to that. How do you think they should handle his backstory? I'm not really sure, because 40 isn't old enough to take it back to where his story originates. So like, they're going to have to change that. They're going to have to tweak that and adapt that into something different. So I don't know. I'm excited for Hell of a Boss 3 in a couple of months. I am. Honestly, fairs. I feel the exact same way about Hollow Knight. Ha, joke's on you. Don't play games at all, so you're not going to make me play it. That's sad to me, because that's a whole wealth of great stories that are being missed out on, because there's so many games that are better than any book I've read, any show I've seen. And actually, I find very depressing. Let's see. I'm good. Been working a lot. I'm just glad we have it off today. It's D&D night tonight. Hell yeah! I played the second campaign. That's a Western theme. Character is a half drow elf arcane gun slinger / cleric. I'm gonna shoot you with healing bullets. That's so funny. I like that. I like that. Then again, that's like Overwatch. There's a bunch of healers and it literally just shoots you to heal. Into Oak is that dinosaur movie, I think. What? They made an AI podcast with dogs to promote End of Oak Street? The fuck? What is this fucking movie? All I've seen of it is just a bunch of people in a car. It's just I think just the poster. I have no idea what the fuck it's even about. Hex is an Owl House copy, low-key, in my opinion. I hear people saying that, but like, when I actually watch the trailer, like, I'm like, I mean, it's just like, it looks like any other magical kids school. That's not exclusive to Owl House. Like, I do not get Owl House vibes from it at all. A few years, we love having 3 new stories out of what, 150? Yeah, exactly. Make it a comic book? Hell yeah. Wouldn't get your hopes up. Amphibia question: what are your thoughts on Sasha and Crime? They up to there as my favorite characters. Watch my reaction. Let's see. It's really unfortunate that we probably won't see a 3rd season of Peacemaker, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, Valid Barnum was an asshole. They actually made a stage adaptation of The Greatest Showman, and it's coming to Broadway this fall. So, yeah, somebody actually mentioned that a little bit earlier as well. Yeah, Barnum was a grade A scumbag. Disney X, aka kill the Power Rangers reboot again. If anybody still like or love the Power Rangers, that is. I mean, I was looking forward to whatever they were going to do, because I want to know what the fuck they're going to do with the brand now that it's in their hands again. I would love to say, I don't know. I fucking love Power Rangers, so I'm just annoyed with the state of it right now. I forgot to say this, but Vigilante should be watched after My Hero because there's a certain spoiler for a character in it in the main show. Good to know. Good to know. Excited for Kingdom Hearts, officially greenlit for Disney and Disney Plus for an anime. Me too, man. Me too. Have I seen the trailer for Forgotten Island? I have seen it at a couple of theater viewings that I've gone to, and I watched it before that too. It came up before my trip down to Florida. Me and the Skittle Squad kind of talked about it a little bit as maybe a potential like target for us all. But yeah, it looks good. I like it. I'm actually excited for it, even though I'm usually not that much into animated stuff nowadays. Yeah, I like the vibe of it. I love the stylings. Sony animation is usually pretty fucking good. Totally vibe. Was that Sony? Is it Sony or is it DreamWorks? I can't remember now. Those two are carrying the animation space, I think. DreamWorks, sorry. Apologies. DreamWorks and Sony Animation, I think, are fucking carrying the animated space right now for films. But I'm so excited for it. AI should only be used to aid disabled people, in my opinion. I mean, that's like, there are positive uses for it. I just would love it to be out of making any of my art. Doing these days, because market details are Kyle is a fast-talking teenager and content creator from Chicago at a crossroads from the living and the dead. Okay. Doesn't sound interesting. Maybe I need to see that. Best sinister stories is when they actually let him be goofy, and then leaning into that lately in the comics. Dang, great. Favorite DC character, Sandman, Morpheus specifically. It sucks. Honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with the job because they explicitly said before they hired me that they aim to create positions that cannot be replaced by AI. I will never believe that from any business ever. They'll say whatever they want to say. We had a whole meeting like a few weeks ago to try to quell our concerns about being replaced by AI. Oh my, fuck them. What do I do for a day job? IT work, troubleshooting, debugging, customer support, that sort of thing. Do you ever get crazy weather where you live? Oh yeah. Never like, I mean, we get extreme flooding, but like as far as like everything else, we usually don't get like extreme versions of a lot of other stuff, but we do get a lot of chaotic stuff, especially considering the mountains and the valleys make the weather here very eclectic at times. I'll pay for things? A utopia? Live in a dystopia society right now. I'm gonna have doom bots and sentinels running around. If only certain people had their ways, that would be a thing right now. Rage against the machine, man. I always said study and you'll have a good job, but look at all the people with their degrees now. No one is getting a job because they have been replaced or cut out completely. I hate capitalism. I just found out here recently too, there's like just because a good example of the job market being where it is, there's like a person with like a master's degree doing like clerk work, or at least applying for it and not even getting it. They didn't get the job, but they applied, which is fucking absurd. We're gonna end up like the movie WALL-E with AI taking over. I mean, in WALL-E, at least the people are being taken care of. We're not even like, the world we're living in right now is not even gearing us up for that possibility. We want to hand it over just to the fucking corporate overlords, these fucking rich fuckers that just want everything to be cheaper. They don't want people, they don't want to pay people. They want to pay a fucking thing they can just program and tra-la-la off and then bitch about nobody being able to buy their stuff. And they're just feeding all their stuff to each other. The only people buying half of this shit is the other rich people at this point. It's fucking, it makes no sense. My job keeps me wanting to train AI, oink. Luckily I have very little oversight so I can poison it at the same time, oink. Things like ending every segment with a random word, oink. That's fucking hilarious. Truly fuck AI. I saw that they're already thinking of heading to future seasons of Lanterns. A writer's room for season 3 just started just in case it's successful. Hell yeah. Kind of surprised I got hired at Walmart. Mostly surprised that I got hired at all, to be honest, since I have 0 experience. Funny story, back I applied to work at Walmart. This was like 25 years ago. And in order to actually pull up the application, at least when I did it, I don't know if it's the same way now, you have to take like a personality test. And I failed the personality test, or what they were looking for in an employee, to even get to the application. And I was like, the fuck does that mean? Let's see. We need more Mamdanis everywhere to save us all, please. That fucker has turned that play. He's done so much work, man. And it's fucking wild how productive that man's been. I second this sentiment. Finally got Zora, my favorite Pokemon, who I've been hunting down for the last 2 years. I'm so happy to get that moment. Hell yeah. Do you believe that they're going to make the Spider-Verse? Sweet Jesus. Stop. Do not spam questions. I will get around to it at some point. Let's see. Yo, did you hear they canceled the new Power Rangers show? I did. If it's season of villain variant Spider-Man, hopefully Wolf Spider in the Ultimate Spider-Man. It's currently looking good here in Berlin because of the Left Party, which I'm a member of, would probably win next month. And I'm campaigning my ass off so we have a better chance to finally make stuff better. Keeping my fingers crossed for you, man. AI is destroying the environment and destroying careers, especially in art. Keep AI away from any art form. You think you have all of the aura? I feel like I have negative aura. Personally. So, no. I saw somewhere in Andor's writer is writing Aegon's Conquest film. I think that is correct. I think I remember reading something like that. Well, younger Logan is still pretty old Logan. True. Very true. Do you think they're going to introduce Logan in a movie 1 or down the line? I feel like probably down the line. The way Kevin Feige has talked about the X-Men, I think he's pretty exhausted with the same roster that we've been getting. Or at least the Wolverine focus, because he was very like, we've gotten... X-Men is more than Wolverine. So I think they're going to hold off of Wolverine for a minute. Do you feel like the MCU is falling apart a little since they cut Kang, basically making the recent Ant-Man movie pointless? I mean, kinda, yeah. I mean, that's not even like the main issue the MCU's had. That's definitely an annoyance and a part of the problem, but I don't think that's the biggest part of it. Definitely a symptom of it, though. Have I watched Heroes? I've seen like 1 episode of Heroes. That's about it. Hey, Hunter? Guys, Omni is Gambit. No, I am not doing a Cajun accent. Hell no. I cannot pull that off. Don't know why, but I would think Omni as a villain in the MCU. What? Interesting. I'm curious about that one. Honestly, Omni would make a good Sinister. Okay. I need to see the vision here. I would love to see Grant Gustin as DCU Flash. I would love it, but it's not going to happen. They wanted to cast brothers as Magneto and Professor. I think it was Pennywise Guy and his brother. I mean, that'd be fucking interesting, but I don't know why. I kind of get why you might lean into that, but I don't know. It all comes down to execution. Bill Skarsgård and Alex Skarsgård, more than likely. Who's the third brother? Because there's 3 of those fuckers, and then their dad. I mean, I think we need your help to defeat Doom. Oh no. Someone who fan casts a lot. I think he's an actor. Kieran Moore would be cool. He's a kind of unknown, decent actor. He looks like Wolverine, and he's only 29. Is that right? Yeah. Let's see. I could see it. I could see it. Do you think they're going to do a Black Panther and Storm relationship? Possibly. Maybe with the new Storm and T'Challa Jr. Maybe. Fallen Order 15 years before Survivor 10. So I wasn't that far off. No, it's not the prison. It's the other thing from Secret Wars. I have no idea what you're even talking about. Which is fine for me. At least the first game takes place 5 years after Order 66. Is it only 5 years after Order? I thought it was a little bit longer than that. Yep, you're right. 5 years after. Let's see. We'll love to see Omni react to even just the trailer of season 5 of The Chosen. Him watching the whole thing would be great, but even season 5 trailer would be cool. I don't know why I'd watch the season 5 trailer of a show that I've only seen like the first season of. I have seen the first season of The Chosen. Well, no, I haven't actually finished watching season 1 of The Chosen. But yeah, I don't know why I'd just watch the 5th season trailer of something like that, though. Gotta say spoiler warning. See you on Monday. I already addressed this one for Dimwit here. That's funny. I didn't even realize what your name was until I said it out loud. There's some good Marvel animated shows. All X-Men shows except the anime, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Earth's Mightiest Heroes come to mind. Have I seen Tapopo, a Japanese comedy about a ramen shop? I have not. I have not. Oh my gosh, I just talked in Darren's stream thinking about I was talking to you. Oh! Keeper said animation looks terrible too, though. No, not by comparison. Not even at all. Cape Crusader fucking stomps that Spider-Man show. Except for Sora, who's your favorite Kingdom Hearts character? I mean, except for Sora, Riku. I'd argue too that Riku is probably the best, well, one of the best, if not the best character in the franchise, but not my favorite. Like, my favorite's my boy Sora. I will ride or die with that kid until I die. But Riku's got the best arc because he changes the most from the beginning to present. He's one of the few characters that has a very strong, very noticeable arc. I'd put Roxas right in there too, though. Like, if we're talking like ranking characters, but like if we have to remove Sora from the equation, my second favorite character is probably Riku, or hell, maybe even Aqua. I mean, Aqua's my waifu from the games, though. Fuck, man. Waifu queen is Aqua. Gotcha, my bad, didn't know. If it comes up again, I'll leave the stream just in case the things are letting me know. Anytime. Helen offed herself in the book because of her son was just murdered and her other son in the show was killed by a mob in Bitterbridge. As far as you know. Helen in the show didn't take the tea because she cares about her children, but in the finale she contradicted herself, but still by offing herself despite the babe still being in her belly. Because it was better off for her in that situation. I mean, that makes sense, I think, the way the show handled it. Spider-Man Brand New Day was such a good movie, can't stop thinking about it. If Miles was in you, who would you like to see play him? Probably somebody I just haven't seen before would probably ideally be the way to go. Otherwise, I'd probably like the kid from Cobra Kai, I've said in the past. Yeah, gotta be Scald. I've seen people propose Ava. Ava, though, we have seen in the last Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. That was her VA narrating at a certain point. And the cloaked figure that was watching over everything was holding themselves the same way that she would. Ava's somewhere, because it was a big deal when the Masters reunited that she wasn't there, because she's been working against them anyway. So I'm so excited to figure out what Ava's actually been up to. Indicating Scald, including the celestial theme with her, Issa, and Lee in the character's files, saying that X had black hair. Yes, X, yeah, I do remember that bit. Jimmy Lawson's also Bella Real in the new, the mayor in Batman. Oh, okay, so, okay, I forgot about that. Right. What do you think the gene's repercussions are going to be for killing some people in New York? Well, according to the writers, and I mean myself when I watched the movie, she didn't kill anybody. We never saw her kill anybody. And according to the writers, she didn't. So I think Ryan Condal coming out and saying it's a tremendously faithful adaptation rubbed fans the wrong way. I, however, think, like it or not, there'll still be changes in season 4. What element would you bend out of the 4 elements? If I had my choice, it would be fire. Do you think Daredevil should have been in Brand New Day? I don't think he needed to be. I would have liked it, but he didn't need to be. One Piece is also very accurate with immoral misinformation spreading on diseases and their cures. True. Do you like the trailer for Seven Havens? I still haven't even watched it yet. What I didn't like was them bringing up characters that were cut who are also in the books, like Nettles, their first non-Targaryen to ever claim a dragon. Would have been cool in my opinion. People are saying that the OG Human Torch, Jim Hammond, is going to be in Vision Quest because he's an android like Vision, and he was teased in Captain America: The First Avenger. I've heard that floated around as well. Saw someone say Patrick Wilson as Magneto. I can definitely see the Vision. I've heard that as well. Wasn't Melissa McCarthy in SNL, or am I stupid? Honestly, I don't remember. I know she had a long stint where she was in all kinds of comedy films. Some I liked, a lot I didn't. I don't know if she was actually originally on the SNL though. I don't know. I don't really keep up with that too much. If I were to start a new MCU, we make the first arc to settle the world about the weapons, plus with the ripple effect on how the world adapts to superpowered people are being made, discovered, born, or exposed. I mean, not a terrible way to go. Still love season 3 though, despite the massive changes. I could see that the other kids like Rhaenyra's other children are Rhaenyra supposed to protect, and they come back into the story. I've seen the trailer for Avatar 7 Heavens. Did you ask me this again, or did somebody else just literally ask me this? Back to back. It was actually somebody else. That's fucking crazy. I brought up Melissa because I'm watching the show where she's the main character. She's in a show? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know, man. Let's see. I'm genuinely confused by how anyone could think Helena's end wasn't set up or logical. It also just makes me really sad for the lack of understanding of Uai, and their story is so upsetting. 100%. 100% with you here, Bex. Don't be claims, but I watch people play them on Twitch, so I'm good. I mean, that's the next best thing, I guess. Books are cheaper. You could also do what Nick does. That's even more cheaper than books. Hell, I mean, you could also watch a commentary-less playthrough of most games on YouTube, where you don't. It's literally just the experience without being in control. Books are just boring, though. What do you make of the first arc of a new MCU? I don't know. Let's see. Hope all is well with you. Find it ironic that Boa is on your shit list for kicking a cat, but Jack Reacher balances it out. That is funny. Jack Reacher saved a cat in this recent last episode. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. Seeing big ass Alan Richson with a little fucking little fluffy ball of snow kitten. It was so cute. Oh my God, it killed me. To be fair, I also don't like board games and stuff, so don't know why. I'm more an enjoy a story and do the additional stuff in my head person. You can still do that. I don't understand the disconnect. Board games don't have story, so like I don't know what the. You're a conundrum, Lana, and you're missing out. That's all I'm gonna say. You're missing out. I'm still being Batman 89. Still missing Batman 89 Two-Face while talking about these castings. Had me thinking about him because he's one of the best castings that we got in these recasts. I smacked my head. Random question: do you like pizza? What's your favorite toppings? And if you say pineapple, I'm leaving. I'm just kidding. I love pizza, and I will usually just get cheese and pepperoni. It's my ideal combination. I don't really like anything else on it. I will say, when I was with the Skittle Squad, I did finally break down and say that I tried pineapple on pizza for the first time. I can't remember if we talked about that before. I think I even forgot it happened until just now. I did finally try it, and it was not as bad as my brain thought it would be. I would never order it, but it was not as offensive as I expected. I can also see Magneto Charles being people of color. I don't know if they want to take on the characters like that, but really think the Holocaust backstory needs to be updated closer to modern issues. And that's something I've seen fronted around, because that's the thing. You can't really do that if you keep things in a modern setting and keep aging down the actors. So you could do something like that and market to a different modern tragedy of some kind. So I think you could very much so see something like that with Magneto, especially since we know who our Charles is now. Also, hope Impel Down is a good start for you. Impel Down's been fucking awesome so far. I've been having a ball with it. Have I read any Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere Project Projected Mistborn trilogy? Apple TV bought the rights and is really excited about that. No, I have not. It's just irritating because they canceled Owl House just to make a movie with a purple witch in school. The cancellation of Owl House has nothing to do with that, though. Or Owl House ending has nothing to do with that, though. I don't think people would care if they didn't cut Owl House short. That was so long ago. That has nothing to do with this movie, though. Pineapple is great. Don't kill me. We're having burgers today. What do you like on your burger? I'm so excited for that. Sorry, I got just ADHD'd into a whole other thought. I can't wait for that fucking graphic novel that Dana's got coming out. What do you like on your burger? Just plain, just like cheese and lettuce. Just cheese and ketchup. That is it. I don't want anything else on my burger. Maybe bacon. I'll take bacon. Do you think DCU could lead up to a Blackest Night event? I mean, sure, it could. Am I going to worry about that right now when we haven't even met our Green Lanterns yet? No. No. After Seven Havens is being released the day before my birthday in EST time, and it shares Hell of a Boss's season 3 release month. Interesting. I am not excited for this Seven Havens thing, though. I will say. DreamWorks. Hello, my lovelies. How are you and your fluffy babies? All good over here. What have I missed? So don't ask the same questions. Mostly some Kingdom Hearts talk, some D23 announcement talk, Spider-Man talk, X-Men talk. That's been the most of it so far. Yeah, my half-drow elf's name is Adelaide. She has one eye and is out for revenge for her husband's death. She's very Sadie Allner coded. Honestly, if you played Red Dead Redemption 2. I very vaguely, I never finished Red Dead 2, but I very vaguely remember Sadie. Sounds fun. Favorite DC character is Sandman. I honestly thought it would be the Flash. That's my second favorite DC character. It used to be Batman, but I've kind of been Batmaned out in the last couple of years. The Sandman series and the comic itself just fucking rewired my brain about all of that. Speaking of the weather, first week of the new apartment, my window got blown off the window seal during a tornado. Fuck Ohio weather. Yeah, that's one thing I do not lament. We very rarely get tornadoes, though we had quite a few warnings this past summer, which was scary. Ohio there, though, up where you guys are, tornado country. Do not envy that at all. Wolverine game looks great. Going to Canada, Madripoor, and Japan. Jungles 2? Oh my. My job, my boss even worried about AI replacing him, so I think he's being sincere. I hope so. Love going trotting games like that, man. I live in Webster County, and our power has been going out lately, and I thought the storms, haven't you ever had your power went out? All the time. Our power goes out pretty frequently. Well, I mean, like maybe once every 2 months or something like that, we'll have a power outage. So it happens. Hold up. Okay, just making sure. I'm just gonna restart this. Let's see. While the rich people were taken care of, the poor people all died. Let's see. In Wally, the rich people were taken care of, the poor people all died. That is not my interpretation of what happened. In Wally, the way I read it was all people. It wasn't just the rich, because everybody was the same class in Wally. I don't remember that being part of it at all. Because that wasn't the commentary that they were really leaning into. But I don't really know. I didn't like Wally when I watched it for the first time, so who knows? Let's see. The weather's crazy. We've got like 6 tornado warnings in the past 4 months. Yeah, we had like fucking 4 over the summer this year, which is 4 times what we would normally have. We've never seen what's going on downstairs on the ship on Wally, so maybe they still treat people like shit. We don't just know. I beg your pardon. 6 tornado warnings. Do you think My Adventures with Superman will actually get it renewed for a season 4? I hope so. It is still up in the air, but I fucking hope so. We're not getting released by because I'm going out of the work in this shitty Universal, and I can't wait to get my field again. I just ended my first job ever in the field. Just asked the last stream, but you didn't get to it because you had to leave. So I ask again. Don't ask if you can ask. Just ask. What are your thoughts on Richard and Monica's relationship on Friends? I didn't like it. I thought it was weird. I mean, it is weird, but I liked them together. I don't know. They were one of the more healthy couples, barring the reason they broke up. It's a very, very weird dynamic for sure. But I don't know. I did like them. It might just be because I like Tom Selleck and I liked seeing him, and Richard's honestly too nice of a dude. Out of everybody that's been on that show, like even when he like helped Chandler get Monica in the end, I was like, that's why I like you, Richard. I don't know. It is weird though. Let's see. My Arrowverse rewatch, except for the one that is first for me, is currently watching the final season of Supergirl for the first time, and I'm enjoying it so far. I didn't mind the last season of Supergirl. It was way more hokey, a little more goofy, a little more Power Rangers-y than previous seasons, and I think they just wanted to have fun while they were going out on their final hurrah. I didn't mind it. Still did I failed that too, which made me miss Mini Crisis. All right, we got to do some speed reading here too, so I got to wrap up here in a second. What you say you have? Man, Diggle's been busy with getting in Gotham, Smallville, getting around, but how do you see him? Yeah, Diggle's all over the place during that period. I think Omni has the aura of a musketeer. Is that a good thing? You're always aura farming, dude. I'm glad. I guess. Have you seen The Gifted Polaris was in it? No. Seems to be the case. Smart, cute, and a tendency to get lost in madness at all times would make a great villain. By the way, loving your hair today. Omni, very cute. Well, thank you. Didn't think you'd see Omni as Ray Palmer Adam in DC. Omni is a villain? I see it. I'm seeing the evil suit possibilities already. Sure, he should have stayed Black Panther a little longer, in my opinion. I kind of agree. I think they're making a 3rd Jedi game. They call it, maybe they call it Jedi Master. It is in the works. We do not know what it's called, though, yet. Would you rather be best friends with Logan or Nightcrawler? Nightcrawler. Favorite Ted Lasso character besides Ted, because, of course, we all fucking love Ted. Keely. Just curious how the hell they're going to do Morph in live action if they decide to do them. No idea. Solid start to Phase 7, X-Men, Ghost Rider, Black Panther 3, which Storm could be in too. It's not could. They've confirmed, I think. I'm pretty sure they've confirmed Storm is going to be in Black Panther 3. Ghost Rider could be set up in Midnight Suns. Post-credit scene, maybe. Omni as Joe Fixit or Iceman. Was the guy who plays Lucas. Stranger Things and Talks for Miles. In Talks, no, but it's come up in conversations with him, but I don't think no real talks, as far as I know, have actually taken place. Yeah, someone is currently at drama school. Please cast more unknown actors. Would you rather go to drunk Logan or learn sword fighting with Kurt? Sword fighting with Kurt. Drunk with Logan would just be depressing. Can't remember if I brought this up yet, but having George and Helena die for no reason in the show would kind of disagree that she died because she was feeling empty and cut off from everybody. George said, I mean, yeah, she definitely, that's incorrect. That's just him being salty. I think you would love an amazing Hulkling. You look good as a green guy with wings. Hulkling has wings? Interesting. Love the reactions to so many of the ending of season 2 of X-Men 97, the horror and sadness and the beauty. Even though Jean didn't kill people, she still terrorized and traumatized loads of people. And a whole bubble. She could have killed people who were on those bikes or cars. But she didn't. How do you think that they did Apocalypse in X-Men 97? Not great. I hate how George spoiled to death. That was definitely petty. I get why he has been upset with the story anymore, but he shouldn't have spoiled things for the fans. I don't even know which one he's talking about. So what's the if they don't explore the MCU's X-Men? I don't know. I will say one thing I would love for them to not do at all, and it's not X-Men specific, is just don't do Clone Saga Spider-Man stuff. Ben Reilly, maybe that's the extent of it, which I know is an integral part of that, but I don't know. I just don't care for it all that much. What I did for that's what I did for the Resident Evil games, not on Xbox One, just straight gameplay walkthroughs. Well, you did not just say books. Oh boy, take it back. Me and my library of 474 books feel personally offended. Good. You should. You should. In the same way that that's how you're treating video games right now. Exact same thing. So take it. Feel that sting. I hope it hurts. Can I have your advice, brother? Friend, how are you for work? I've been missing him a lot, and we barely talk, and he works a lot. Try to fill your time in other ways. I mean, it's terrible advice, but I don't really have anything better for you. There's really nothing you can do, other than try to keep up when you can. Message, text, Skype, FaceTime, whatever. When available, play games, online games when you can. But you said, like you said, you barely talk because you work so much. But I really, unfortunately, don't really know how to help you in that scenario. You told us, and that's specific pineapple slices that make it good. Welcome to Peak Pizza. It definitely is not Peak Pizza. Pineapples, olive, cheese, and best comment. I haven't tried it with olives. Olives in general. I think it's people complain about Gene doing what Gene did, and everybody was okay with Frank who does it, or Magneto does it. Here he gives a grab because it's dark as Phoenix. Use a good mushrooms on my pizza. As a Hawaiian, I can't have a pizza by pineapple. And when I go to see you next week, I hope you're gonna buy. I'm hungry now. Whoa, hungry by mode. It's been a while. But I don't know if the last time I had a pizza, but I love it. There's so many calories. Oh yes, you know, Hawaiian pizza too much. Oh no, it's about I think I hope they don't rush Dark Phoenix or just the Phoenix story in general. I hope that is fucking well away from where we are right now. Did you hear my emo boy got mentioned? Dream swoon. I mean, Omni, can you ever think about it? Magneto, who instead of carries the pain of the Holocaust, and carry with it. I mean, no, exactly what I was saying. That's exactly what I was just saying. He's been mentioned a couple times in our lives. Hurts forever. People don't like pineapple on pizza. How dare you feel about lukewarm water on cereal? Where's the background music? Yeah, what happened to the music? I guess it paused. I don't know. It was paused for some reason. Hope Disney reconsiders and changes their minds about canceling Power Rangers instead. Maybe a live action. It could be animated instead. That's something I exactly said on Twitter as well, was that, you know what? If we're not going to do live action, adaptation of the Boom Studios comics would go fucking hard. Where's the animators versus animation reaction, Omni? William? Who's William? Why did you say William / Omni? Who's William? Where'd we get William out of any of this? And I have no idea what you're talking about here. What is animators versus animation? I have no idea what that is. But thank you for the super chat. Do you know what was weird? Ross and Rachel. I mean, I like Ross and Rachel, but they were weird. They're not like Richard and Monica weird. Michael, you're now William. Deal with it. The fuck? It would be even better if they mix the origin with a new origin, possibly making him a Jewish and a man of color instead of making him go through the tragedy it could be with his parents who are experimenting on, where Richard got to kill the mustache. I think I just combined two completely unseparate comments there. The only non-toxic relationship is friends between Joey and food, to be honest. True. Very true. Well, true. What would you do if you were friends with Monica, even though, in all honesty, she is a psycho, as well as we all know she is? I mean, she's only a psycho when it comes to, like, her obsessions or competition. I think I'd get along with most of the cast of Friends in one way, shape, or form. Just want to let you know that before I get my new iPad, that I might have to follow you on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. Just want to let you know. I mean, you should just be able to sign into the same accounts without any issue. Just because it's new, that shouldn't change that. Honestly, Masaria was the worst character on the House of Dragon after the finale. She is not a great mistress or whispers, which she is why she was fired. That is not why she was fired. She actually was right most of the time and was trying to make things go the direction that would have been a little bit better. But Rhaenyra wouldn't listen. Rhaenyra went the way she went, and she actually did her job a little too well. Honestly, she just didn't. No one listened to her. Potential controversial Friends, but Friends is such a comfort watch for me. I'll never analyze it or scrutinize it in the same way I would with something like House of the Dragon. Same, big same. Because I'm afraid I had a ring to it, and I'm going to text him. If you don't kiss your green Digimon, but a good night for me last stream. We do it after you threw him, and now tonight. Should I watch the Joey series? No. Gasp! You threw Terriermon? How dare you? I did throw Terriermon. This only has wings. He was skull shaped with shaped wing. Didn't say games were boring. Just said I don't play them. They planted to the miles. We don't need Ben Riley. Do you diss in books? Did I miss something? Oh yeah, I diss books all the time. Books are inspiration for a better version of it down the road when you can visualize something. Since we are rushing, I'm heading out and some personal stuff to get through. See y'all 4-7. I just spoiled Angela's death and he was salty and I mean they justified too early in season 3. Come on, you need somebody to talk or we can't sleep tonight, so be nice. No. You'll get praise again when play Kingdom Hearts. Love your streams, Omni. Oh, that's absurd. You could watch somebody play it. That also would suffice. Love your Omni stream. Will be live next week too. I'm going to try to speed reading. Watch speed reading. Heard reviews are good. I can't wait to watch that. I'm kind of torn whether we're going to see it in the theaters. I'm going to buy a ticket even if I go to see it in the theater, but I would like to react to it. So we'll see how that goes. Speed of sound effects. Your speed reading is making me confused. Michael, you are now William. Deal with it. My nephew's name was William. Big William fan. Maybe we combine the names. Michael, Omni, William. I have a couple of Williams in my family. You think the Carrie show will be a little bit similar to the Carrie look? It's definitely going to be different. Just curious where the reaction to Obsession. I've been waiting for it. It's on Patreon right now. It'll be coming whenever I can fucking edit it. Patience, guys. Movies take a while. I like the Joey Chandler Kathy arc. Me too. Disappointed with how they wrote her out. Same. William Media. What's your thoughts on Janice on Friends? Oh my God. Love Janice. Always a delight when she comes on. Curious to hear what your party of the Carrie TV series you're looking forward to seeing. Don't know because I don't know what they're going to be actually doing with it. But prom scene by default. He's just a little guy, Omni. He's a little cute guy. Hate the conditional love. Think Mysterio just surprised did we tell Rhaenyra the Aegon's resurrection? That counts? I watched playthroughs. That counts. I'll count that. Can you react to me on the show, please? If it ever wins a poll, so you go to Patreon, suggest it when we have a poll, vote for the poll. Maybe it'll win. Plan on resubbing to your Patreon when I get paid again. Hell yeah, we did it. We caught up. I don't know how much of that was sensible or legible, but I understood it. But we are caught up, guys. We will be back at 7:20 for the Kingdom Hearts panel. So I'll see you guys then. I'm gonna get me some food. Later.